Nice to see number 12 out here, back from his collarbone injury. So with that, Collins' return earlier for the first time in the season this year. So Royals will be back to full three lines at forward, 2D. Hopefully that will give them the spark here to get this thing going. Start off the the winning ways here in district play here. The Royals have been struggling as of late, as it should be no surprise. Coming off a tough loss, 6-0 against a really good Maple Grove team, but not a lot of offense, not a lot of defense, not a lot of anything in that one. The Royals looking to bounce back. We are completely on cell phone data here, so hopefully the connection holds up for us to get this game in. I think a arena as iconic as Parade Ice Garden would have some Wi-Fi in the building, but no luck. Boys seem fired up to go here. Royals started off Mason centering Brecken and Nolan, with Colin and Vincent playing D. Mason wins a faceoff, comes back, poked forward by Vincent, and they're going to head right into the zone here. There's Nolan trying to force it out front. That gets knocked away from him, and Royals will have to regroup. Nice D-to-D passing. Try to slide up to Mason off his skates, but it does get through Mason into the zone. Try to drag it, get a better shot there. That rolls off of his stick. Mason again slides it out towards the front there. He did have Nolan standing there. Colin could step up to hold. Mason trying to get that puck loose, but Minneapolis will send that puck down into the zone. Vincent to Colin. Colin tried to hit one of his forwards who just come on in a change. That one gets knocked away by Minneapolis. And second chance here to get this puck out of the zone. Up to Max. Max tries to force it through to Gibb. Rolls up the boards where it's collected by Minneapolis. They got a step and bodies out front there. Puck still out front there. Under Rocky somewhere, able to get the freeze. Frantic few moments there. Minneapolis player standing out front there uncovered. Luckily, Rocky stands tall there and that doesn't end in the back of the net. So Will with Cooper and Remy. Minneapolis with a puck behind the net. Will gives chase. Cooper is trying to support there as the D is tying up people up front. Minneapolis will just go to the D who's pinching down, sent towards the net. Rocky gloved it down. Does pop loose though. Minneapolis with that puck again. Good shot off the post. Rebound is loose. Fired to the back end wall. And fired back to the back end wall here. group is trying to get this puck out of the zone. They're going to get hemmed in by the Minneapolis pressure. It's got someone at the cross middle there. Cooper slides. It does come out, so Minneapolis is going to have to regroup. Hit one change. We got some space here. Mason off the change there tries to keep that puck held in. Brooks, good pinch to hold it in. Remy with it, tries to get it towards the net. That gets blocked and is going to hold or pop out of the zone. That's going to be offside. Back out here with the Nolan, Mason, Brecken line. Face off. Good job by Nolan to jump in there. Is tied up by both centers and wingers there. And Nolan on the far side wings able to come in and support and get that face off. Minneapolis just chips it down on net. Rocky will freeze that. Don't see they're keeping shots on net here, but Mason wins it over. Grabbed by Vincent. Vincent's going to come around. Got Brecken here. Chips it out to him. Brecken works around. Has opportunity. Saved by the goalie there. Colin tried to swing through one. Just rolls off of his stick. And Minneapolis will come the other way. Just rimmed around the back. Colin, good reversal back over onto Max's stick. Oh, bad turnover there. Able to recover though. Max, good job to go try to find some open space. Tried to slide it across there. That's going to be a bad turnover though. Good back check there by Gibb to prevent that. And Minneapolis just threw it out of the zone there. We're going to have to go chase. Royals press hard, trying to force Minneapolis to turn the puck over down in their zone. Minneapolis works through the line of Royals and dumps it off the back end wall. Minneapolis with it again, trying to work around Brooks. Brooks, ooh, shot towards the net there. Going wide there, almost hit the leg of our defense dangerously towards the net. Minneapolis doing a good job of bottling us up right now. Royals are having a hard time finding any room to move. Flung towards the net, knocked down, taken in the slot there, and Max will fire it off the boards. That should be an ice unless it makes it on net. No ice, goalie plays it. Thought it should have been an icing, but Minneapolis quickly up, but right on the stick of Colin. Colin will fire it right back up, trying to hit Asher, but it does pop over his stick. Bouncing puck, it's going to be offside unless Remy can touch back up. Vincent reverses. Nice little one-touch over to Remy. Remy seals the boards up. We'll send it down low where Cooper gives chase. Sent it right back over to Remy. Remy's with it. Tries to go up to the point to Colin. Colin tried to get it forced down low there, but that doesn't make it to his intended target. Vincent, good play to get that. But unfortunately, it comes off of Will's stick and onto Minneapolis for a shot. Cooper with it on the near side boards. Does get it around one. It's cut off by the next layer of Minneapolis players. Working wide. Goes high and over the top of the net. Swung towards the net. Rocky will poke it away, and Cooper's first on. Cooper thought about trying to hit Nolan, didn't see it. Opts to get it down low deep. Nice play, actually. Nolan was well covered. Got a line change coming behind with Brecken and Mason now. Slides through Mason's skates. That would have been an opportunity for us if we had gotten that one. Rocky puts it on the stick of Minneapolis player, unfortunately. I like the idea. Mason's looking for something. Didn't find it. Minneapolis going to take it back and put it back in the zone. Got it through to Brecken. Brecken cut off at the blue line and be offside. Guess I can get the scoreboard up here too. Not much to report here. It's still 0-0. Max battle on the draw there. Good job by Gibb to step in and support, and Royals come away with it. Minneapolis loses it. And Charles will go off the boards. Good job by Max to step in front of that. Good shot on net. Tries to get it back out front there. Hits the side of the net and doesn't find Asher, who is ready. Good job by Charles keeping the outside. Gibb tries to come in high and swipe that puck away. Woo! Minneapolis had some bodies out front there, swung it towards the middle, got through, but didn't actually land on a stick here. Oh, step up on that. Minneapolis dominating the slot area right now. Rocky paddles that one away. Max tried to get it through the skates of the big Minneapolis number 11. Puck does get past the Storm player. Max tries to apply some pressure. That doesn't work. Sent up ice. Max and Remy come in, but they will be offside. .426 left in the first, 0-0. Kind of a back and forth affair here. I don't think Royals have really pressured Minneapolis' goalie at this point. Back end wall gets a puck turned over. Hopefully we got back there again. It's dropped the network connection. Didn't miss anything. Cooper was forechecking behind the end wall there, or behind the net. I can't even talk. All flustered when we lose data connection. So Minneapolis would be offside. Royals looking to get some time down in the zone. It's been pretty much one and done here for the Royals. Mason, good job to battle for that. Puck is going to be controlled by the Royals and sent up and out of the zone. Vincent, good little chip, just bouncing puck rolls past Mason. Brecken comes in to support. Sent towards the net. Rocky will glove that. The Royals with 3 full lines here, looking to keep those lines moving quickly here. Good job by Asher to beat that pass back to the point, and he's going to have an opportunity. Goalie with a good save. Asher collects the rebound, still looking for somewhere to go with it. Going to go up to the point to Charles. Charles tries to get it back down to Asher, just not able to collect on that. Got a stick out there. I'm not sure whose it is. I don't see anybody missing one. Off the boot of Minneapolis player. Asher's going to go get chased. This is a good battle up front. Does get it there. Max is there. Backhander. Goalie makes a save, and Minneapolis will come out the other way. Good step up by Herbie. Gets that pass broken up. Minneapolis forces up the boards. Cooper will flip it down in. Max collects. Cooper's driving the net there. Max shot on net there. Goalie does freeze and hold that down in the pads. Face off. Good job by Cooper to jump in there. Face off was just held up, and Cooper jumps in and grabs the loose change. Minneapolis chips it up past Colin. They're going to give him with an interference, apparently. shifted up around Colin and just held him up a little too much. Refs will call that an interference. Minneapolis on the power play. Draw comes through to Minneapolis. Sends it towards the net. Rocky will. I don't know what happened there. Rocky had it and ends up in the back of the net here. So let's see if we can see what happened on the replay there. Not sure if just bounced off of Rocky or they got a swipe on it. And either way, ends up in the back of the net there for a 1-0 Minneapolis lead here. Minneapolis quickly backing again. Towards the net. Why is there a person standing there by himself? Breakdowns in coverage here as Minneapolis continues to have sticks and people unattended there in front of the net. See if Max, Asher, and Gibb can get something moving here. Face off collected by Minneapolis, but good shot block by Asher. Gets that puck going the other way. Got a 2-on-2, 2-on-3 here. Asher tries to work his way around. Brooks stepped up. Max, a good steal on that pass, sends it right back down over to Asher. Asher gets spun off the puck, gets taken down. 2 bodies down, comes back to the point again. Brooks got some open ice, so he takes it. I like it. Good shot on net. Gibb with it, goes to the point. Tries to shuttle it back down, but nobody there. Minneapolis now with a chance heading the other direction. Brooks against somebody who's double his size. Royals, I don't know how that one got jammed in there again, but Royals down 2 now. Minneapolis works the puck into the zone. Colin gives chase. Minneapolis circling around, and they score. So Royals now 3 goals in the matter of, 2 minutes or so. Need to figure out how to turn this thing the other direction because this is not going a good way right now. Colin works his way towards the front. Gets it across the seam there, just not able to connect on any sticks. Brecken motors his way in there to get that puck stolen. And Minneapolis sends it deep. Vincent with it, sends it up the board to Nolan. Nolan, good little one touch to Mason. Mason slid it over to Brecken. And now they're driving. Brecken stuffs it towards the middle, and Nolan scores. Royals get one back here. Keep it up, Blue, let's go! Good work by that group there. All the way from the breakout, all the way down. Max kicked out of the faceoff. Gibb with a rare faceoff attempt, and Max is going to come in and swoop in, take that bouncing puck. Royals quickly back in again, trying to get another. Max off the side of the net. And Minneapolis pushes it. That'll do it here for the first period. The Royals have a implosion there for 2 to 3 minutes. Get one back, and hopefully can reset here for the second. So Royals looking to rebound from a really bad stretch of that first period here. Still in it though here, 3-1 score. Time to force Minneapolis to have a bad stretch here. Max will chip it down low. Gibb first on it. Outmanned though. Good job to just continue to battle. And Max swoops in. Slide it to the front of the net. Oh, Max! Sorry, that was Asher that slid in front of the net. Max just not able to get his stick past the Minneapolis defender stick as he was chopping at that puck. I think that's a played with a high stick, not a high sticking penalty, I believe. Will on the draw. Face off one back by Minneapolis. They're going to just chip it around dangerously towards the crease, kind of. Minneapolis on the near side boards does get around Remy with it and comes into the zone. Rejected, but fired back towards the net. Rocky with a save. Good job by Vincent to get his way out of there. Tried to fire it up to Cooper there, just not able to connect. Brooks, again, it's comical to see the size difference between those two, but Cooper with it. Finally able to force it loose. I think that'll make its way for an ice. Ooh. Come on back over here. Face off, chipped forward and out of the zone. Brecken gives chase. Thrown up. Minneapolis grabs it, but so does Nolan. Nolan grabs it right away from him. Works his way to the outside. Pushed into the boards. Sent up. Brecken reaches. Tried to hold that point there at the D, and Brecken does finally force that thing down low and loose. Oh, good idea. Oh, Mason's going to draw a penalty there. Nice little backhand pass by Brecken towards the net there. Mason had it, and the Minneapolis player has to take him down, prevent the scoring chance. So Royals' first chance on the extra man here. Be a good time for a power play goal, if I do say so myself. Chipped towards the boards there, taken by Minneapolis. Gibb pressures. Minneapolis going to go out the other side where there's less Royal support. Off the boards, they're trying to connect with Gibb. I mean, no icing here, it looks like. Minneapolis sends it back up the board. Asher had it temporarily, does regain. It's stolen from behind from him. He's going to try to return the favor and does. Back and forth affair back there. Asher just back and forth there. Asher and the Minneapolis player trading steals. Gibb overskates it for a moment there. Does get it into the zone now and tries to force it further, but good job by Brooks there. Desperation play just to get that puck over to the corner. Popped up on him, and the Minneapolis player was bearing down. Minneapolis will chip it down. I think that power play is over. Minute comes up really quick. Puck comes up the boards. Minneapolis. Minneapolis fires at cross ice, trying to hit number 18 over there. Just chip towards the net. Max will go and knock that down and chase in the corner. A lot of Minneapolis players down below the dots there. Minneapolis with it. Off the post. Comes all the way out. Remy with it. He gets stolen from him. And Minneapolis will try to get it out. Max, good pressure there. I think Royals need a line change here, but just continue to not get it. Rocky blocker save there. Fired towards the net. Stick save by Rocky, taken behind the net. Redirected towards the net there. Sits on the goal line, and Rocky will jump on that. .756 left here in the second. Will centering Cooper and Remy. Puck's going to come out of the zone there. Cooper gives chase, not able to get a stick on it. Board battle there. Vincent does dig it out, but Minneapolis first on it. Good, couple good saves there by Rocky. Minneapolis continues to pressure. Someone's got to take him out. Can't just let him drive circles in the slot there. Got a slash coming on Remy. So Royals down man here again. Last power play lasted all of 4 seconds for Minneapolis here. Let's see if Royals can do a better opportunity of getting this thing killed off. Mason and Colin just battling there in the boards. Colin spins around. He's got some room. He's got Brecken on the side here. Stick handles, still has Brecken up there. Able to bring it all the way in. Stops and takes a look, tries to fire towards the front of the net. Mason's going to go get chase. Minneapolis with it. Going to just take their time. Mason applies some pressure, forces the play. Minneapolis goes end to end there. That's going to be taken by Colin. Good play by Colin, go D to D. Nice pass by Vincent. Hits Brecken streaking up the middle. Brecken off the boards, gives chase himself. Shot off the side of the net, regains it. Minneapolis tries to come the other way here. I think the power play is over here. We'll get that cleared. Good kill this time for the Royals. Asher, good job to jump in there, and Max with some speed collects at the blue line. Tries to get his way to the front of the net there. He's going to be pushed into the side of the goal. Puck where the net comes loose. I think he's going to have a face-off in the zone there as he was pushed in. .614 remains here in the second period. Max on the draw. We'll zoom out to get our good deep pair out there as well on the shot. Puck just dribbles out to that aforementioned deep pair, and Royal is able to, again, their entries have all been forcing their way in here. A little bit of a clean entry would be nice for once here. Let's see if we can get one here. Minneapolis stops and starts on the near side board. Charles lost it for a second there. Got a shot on net. Rocky with a glove save. Minneapolis to the point. Gonna go fire towards the net. Hit something. I'm not sure who that was. If it was a redirect or Rocky's paddle. Brooks wheels. Good move to get around one. He's still got it, but a long reach by Minneapolis is going to go and send that thing back down low again. Woo. Gibb with it. Gibbs looking for Max. Just rolls off of his stick here. Just finally does get all the way through to Max. Stops and starts there. Max will go for a change there. Minneapolis, good seam pass all the way through. Gets around Colin, but fires wide. Vincent and Mason tag team, the Minneapolis player, able to get that puck jarred loose, and Asher with it. Asher behind Nolan, but Nolan does slow up and get it. Mason fires it just wide. Good play by Nolan. Try to get that shot on net there. Mason and Brecken battle. Those are two good battlers back there, so I have a feeling we're going to leave with the puck. And just like that, nice pass. Oh, Mason, one shot. Oh, hit the post on the second. This group is working right now. Good shot, pass up front. Oh, nice pass. Mason slides it towards the net, doesn't get a lot on it, but he gets the rebound and scores. A lot of work by that group there. A lot of good passing. Got that goalie moving everywhere, and Mason finally able to clean up on the rebound. A lot of help from that deep pair, or sorry, well, the deep helped out too, but like great job by the Nolan and Brecken to move that puck around. I think Vincent was down there at one point, so kind of a full 5-person line goal there. See if the Royals can get one more here to jump this thing back to a tie game. Minneapolis behind the net with it. A little too much room for them. Comes out to the point there. They're going to have some room. Fires it long way through, gets some bodies. And Cooper will just clear the zone, flip it out. Minneapolis tries to get back in quickly. That's going to be chipped back out again. Remy will send that puck down low and get a line change there. Good play, actually, on that one. I like that. Royals have been a little off on their line changes there. That one allowed them to get a full line change here in the second period without any risk. Gibbs going to back check there. Holds him up enough for Asher to be able to come in and help out. Camera work needs some help out here. Minneapolis. Chase is back in their zone. Gibb and Max both apply pressure. Gibb had the puck for a while there. Brooks up to Asher. Asher slides it up to the stick of Minneapolis. Brooks falls down there. Vincent's going to have to cover up there and does a really good job to get to that loose puck. Vincent slashed off of his stick. Gets it right back, though. That kid's relentless. Love it. Brooks, good job to rim it around there. Asher just misjudges the speed of that one, and it gets past him. Gibb got it almost to the blue line. Max finishes it. And Minneapolis dump it down. That should be an ice this time. So see if these Royals can get this thing tied up here. 1:58 left in the second. Need a big win on the draw here. Support from the wingers and let them go to work. Goals from Nolan with the first one. Mason won it back, but it hit the skate of the referee. But Brecken, good job to battle in there. Forces his way down through. Mason chips it towards the net there. It's stuck on the back of the net, I believe, or underneath Brecken. Mason's going to come in and assist. Just pops out to the Minneapolis player, and they're able to be out of the zone. Vincent tries to work. It's going to be taken and sent back into the zone here by Minneapolis. Good idea there. He saw Cooper coming on the line change behind. Mason with it now, trying to protect the puck. Gets it back, taken down, and we're going to draw another penalty. So good work by Mason there. Drive the puck in, protected it, took a little whack from the first attempt there, recollected it, and draws the second penalty of the game here. Be nice for a power play goal here to tie it up. 1:09 left, so we'll pretty much finish this period with the man advantage. Puck behind the net. Remy gives chase. Minneapolis will send it up around. Flying that far side winger and able to get it through. That's been a theme here. Dribbled on net. Rocky not able to secure it, and puck cleared behind the net to safety. Good stick by Minneapolis. Forces that puck back in. Cooper finally able to get it over to Will. Will tries to force it through the Minneapolis player, but that doesn't work. Remy got it through. Cooper with it. Cooper forced the outside. Continues to hold. Good job by Cooper. Nice pass there. Remy just not able to get a stick on that and send it back towards the net. Minneapolis sends it back down. Just 15 seconds left in the period here. Power play is over. So just at this point, maybe eat it or go for a home run pass here. Had Max up the middle there, didn't hit him. The Royals clawing their way back in here, 3-2 now. Definitely within striking distance to get something going. All right, Royals coming out here for the third. Starting off with Asher, Max, and Gibb. That line has been putting plenty of pressure on Minneapolis so far. It'd be nice to see them be able to get the reward of a puck in the back of the net. Good job by Colin. Minneapolis buzzing though. Finds wide open guy, and good block though by Asher. See if Asher can get to this puck and get around him. Works his way through. That's interference on Minneapolis there. Asher draws a penalty. Good job. That was all effort. Asher starts off with a shot block and chases it down the board and gets taken down. Pinched off on the boards there, drawing the 1 minute power play. Face off, one back by Minneapolis. Sent up the boards there. Minneapolis gets sealed off by Mason and Nolan, but finally in second effort sends it towards the net. Reversed nicely. Mason with it. Mason got caught from behind by Minneapolis. Tries to get pulled around one Minneapolis player. This is not how they drew this one up. Mason had it to Nolan there. That pops off his stick. Sent in to Colin. Colin works his way around one. Oh, Nolan almost had a chance there. Minneapolis spending way too much time in our zone. Colin just sends it. Not a bad idea here at this point. We don't know what this goalie is going to spit out for a rebound. We haven't really tested him. Minneapolis again, bodies on these far side, a lot of space. Rocky, good save. Fired up the boards there. Sent back towards the net again, and Rocky will jump on that one. So that opportunity with that power play, didn't make anything of it, and actually gave the momentum back to Minneapolis a little bit. But see what they can do here with Will and Remy. Remy jumps at, dribbles over a Minneapolis player, had an opportunity to go the other way if he was able to get that collected. Brooks battling. Nice job by Brooks. Got 3 Royals there on the boards, and it does slide out all the way to Remy. Remy's going to have Cooper hard charging on the near side. Chips around. Drive that net, Coop. Drive that net. Sticks and bodies go up, and who is that? Is that Herbie down there playing forward? Maybe he rotated down there, but good play by Herbie. Puck just slips off of Max. Max tries to collect that again, gets tripped there. I don't think we're going to get another call here right now. In skates, nobody. Sticks and skates here. We're losing most of those battles though today. Charles working hard on that far or the end board there. Just sent towards the front there. Only person there was Max. Charles with a good job to get in front of that one. That one had the opportunity to find the wet back of the net. Just a little too soft of a play by Brooks there. Tried to slide up to Asher. We got to get a little pass it like we mean it out there. Sends it up the boards to Asher. Tries to collect and ship it up, and Minneapolis can be the first on it. I swear, their shins and sticks must be 5 times ours because they are in the way of everything. And sent towards the net. Rocky, I think it was outside of the net. I don't know if he got a paddle on it or not. Someone's got to get this puck. Maybe we can get this one out of the zone here. We just need to get a change. Oh my God. Good job by Brooks. Gibb on second effort to get that puck out. Gibb continues to force his way. And by force, I mean force. Max slides it off the goalie's pad. The goalie will get a glove on that, and they will take a freeze. All Minneapolis there. Got goals from Nolan and Mason. It'd be good to get a trifecta on the line here. Going from Brecken here. Mason from his knees gets a chip back to Colin. Colin's going to send it towards the net. Goalie will get that in the belly there. I like that play. Let's do that again. Had a clear shot. Opportunity for a tip. Oh, good idea. Puck sitting out front. Let's see if Mason can hold that back in. Does chip it back. Minneapolis sends it around there. Nolan will apply pressure. Good hold. Gonna see if they do it again. They finally do squeak a pass, but it's gonna lead to a 2-on-1 here. Brecken's back charging, and that puck is good job. That was off the netting, I believe. Should have been whistled, but good stick by Vincent. Shot wide of the net. It's gonna pop out to Mason. Mason gonna work it out. Nice little pass. Let it up to Brecken. Brecken's going to get past one, get a shot towards the net. Good, bouncing rebound. Nolan had a great opportunity, but bouncing puck. Just not able to corral. And offside. You couldn't see it because I'm on the other side of the camera, but I did have my arm up for that offside. Minneapolis controls. Just sends it down, and they've had a lot of success pressuring behind the net and getting this puck loose here. Let's see. So lit it from the goal line there. Somehow finds back of the net there. Minneapolis back 2-goal lead. .6:22 left. Royals got to get 2. Brooks steps into the zone. Nice pass. I love it. Just taking off a Remy's stick. Doesn't get a shot off. And Minneapolis heading the other direction here. Cooper, good job to get back. Minneapolis from behind the net there. Back up to the D, redirected on the way, and their D is getting way too comfortable that far in the zone. Fired up towards the point. They're going to go D to D here. Sent towards the net, and Rocky will glove that one. And 9 minutes on the game, the ice clock, so I believe we do get the full game in. There's 5:42 left on the game. Minneapolis had won it, but Asher with a good reach to get that controlled. Minneapolis sends it towards the net there off of Collins' glove. Rocky plays it over to Vincent, and Minneapolis sends it off the side of the net. Minneapolis just living in their kitchen right now. Rocky with a glove save. We just cannot stretch the ice here to get any sort of time and space here. Minneapolis is just bunched down tight and kind of with no fear of losing the battles right now. Colin stutter step, tries to fire it up. Brecken on second effort chops at it. Can be nice. So come on back here. Need a good shift here from this group. Get this thing back within 1. Mason wins the draw. Colin, good job to come in and support. Battles against the end boards. Puck rolls up to Brecken. Has it. Tries to go off the boards to himself. Not sure what that was whistled for. He's offside maybe. Mason gets that. Oh, puck is just sitting in skates, and we just can't win those battles. Puck fired wide of the net. Go, go, go. Got Nolan speaking. Tries to hit it off the Minneapolis player, so we should know ice. Nolan pressures. Mason comes in to support. Gets that puck loose for a bit. Good battle back there. Mason and Brecken. Tough board battle there. Mason comes in, chops at it. Puck will spit out loose in Minneapolis. They're going to try to flip it out. Held at the point by Vincent. Tries to kick it back in, and that's not going to work. Offside. Brecken had gotten knocked down behind the play as soon as Nolan realized that he was already too far. 4-3 Royals. Sorry, 4-2 Minneapolis. 4:03 left in the game is what I was going to say. Brooks chases that one down. Rolls off of his stick, and Minneapolis able to steal it and fire that back down low. Charles, good reach. Poke that away from Minneapolis up to Cooper. Cooper, one little move. He's got Remy on the far side. Hits him. Remy tried to cut towards the middle there. And that's knocked off of his stick, and Minneapolis quickly back into the zone. Puck comes out to Minneapolis. They just way too standing around. Cooper jumps in. I don't think that was his guy necessarily to cover at that point, but at least somebody to put some pressure on them. That's way too many people. Where is that? Center and the D chasing in the corner, and nobody covering. Minneapolis player who built a house in the crease up front. No. Gibby takes that puck in, fires it. Goalie with a glove save. Max on the draw. Gibb gives chase, stops and spins back. Gibb intercepts that, held it by Vincent the rest of the way, and tries to work his way in. Minneapolis with a burst here. Stepped up by Colin, gets that thing disrupted. And they just fire it down low. I mean, it's a recipe that's worked for them. They've been working it down low and just coming out front and finding whoever they wanted out there so far here. Good battle by Vincent. Gibb tries to swipe that thing forward, no luck. Pops up and lands on the stick of Max. Max looking for some room. 3-on-1. Got it across to Gibb though. Gibb slashed, taken down, draws another penalty. Royals need it here. Need it. 2:12 left to get 3. Stranger things have happened, but starts with a win on the draw. Good job by Gibb, though. Mason tries to win it forward. Gets it. Trying to force it through to Brecken. Puck just slides up on the pads there. Mason was looking for Brecken, not able to get it to his stick. Ends up just jamming it towards the net there, and we get a freeze and a try again. Mason tries that again. Brecken stepped up to try to chip it the rest of the way there, but Minneapolis will take that and fire it in. Charles digs that out. Mason up to Nolan, slides past him. Mason forechecking, chipped up. 32 left on the man advantage here. Charles swiped at it, got it to Mason, Mason to Brecken, Brecken off the walls. They got the two of them. They're going to try to separate, split up here. Stays on side somehow. Brecken flung it towards the goalie there. Goalie makes a save. I like the idea of the cross, just that one didn't quite get executed the way they would have liked. Got Will back out there in the draw. Will wins it over, but overskated by Remy. Minneapolis merges with it. Good play by Colin. Colin's taking a look. Thought about hitting the home run pass. Colin's got great vision. Good passer. I don't think it'll be an ice. No ice. Collected by Remy behind the net. Flings it towards the net. I think Minneapolis off the side of the net. I didn't see that they had pulled the goalie, but yeah, side of the net. Colin and Will give chase. Pops out. Max with it. Max not able to get that thing. And Minneapolis just trying to chip it at that empty net. Not able to. Colin looking for some room here. Chipped off of his stick. Vincent does work it out. Minneapolis now with it. They're going to go fire it. Colin stops that. Going to be offside if they come in. It's offside. So there's 15.9 seconds left here. So it's basically, I got to clear the power play. But yeah, it's 15.9 left here. Royals look like they're going to fall on this one 5-2. Gibb with it. Gibb goes to the outside. Continues with the puck here. Gibb with it. Shoot that. Oh, good passes. And a goal. So Mason from Gibb there at the end. Cots one. Kind of a meaningless one there at the end, but at least go out on the right. I don't even know what I'm saying here anymore. Royals, disappointing 5-3 loss here. Had an opportunity to do a lot better in this one here. Get to do it all over tomorrow, so hopefully they can figure this thing out. Get on the winning side in these district games. Until then, T-Swift rules. Peace out.